get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
To the air on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks.
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up end. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lloyd. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Under fire. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like,
and the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Stewart. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cowboys need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The option look. He'll toss it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. Third down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for space. It's Brock. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Moore to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Goes to the option. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll immediately call timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Moore will throw. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it at the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Benson. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. Touchdown, Oregon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Lloyd. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Smashes ahead. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, past the touchdown Ducks. And once he got... Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they...
Turning it on! Wide open spaces. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Moves. Leaves it with the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Fitzpatrick. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in four-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Here's the pressure. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And we saw it right there.
Got some room to run. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Moore will throw. He's got an open man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Casper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll run the option. And the ball squirted out. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Spins it out to the back. Got a man. It's Brock. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. 1st down and more. Turning on the Jets. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Cowboys are flying down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And into the end zone. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Calls his own number. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal?
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Makes the grab. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Casper. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Ducks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lloyd. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taken.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes...